What's up, everybody? It's Jason Cruz here with another episode of The Legal Submission. Once again, I am going to ask you if you can like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow MMA Payout if you can, and we will continue to bring you all of the business and legal happenings in the world of combat sports. And this time around, we are going to be talking about Gennady Golovkin, the boxer, the middleweight boxer who just turned 40 and successfully unified the middleweight titles in Japan on Saturday. And he has filed a lawsuit prior to his fight this past Saturday against Golden Boy Promotions, and this lawsuit was filed in March in the Superior Court of the State of California in Los Angeles, and it relates to his dealings with Golden Boy Promotions when they previously represented Canelo Alvarez. And as we all know, if Canelo Alvarez defeats Dmitry Bivol on May 7th. They are looking to have a trilogy fight, a showdown between Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez in September of this year, in which it should be a very big event. However, Triple G is filed this lawsuit against Golden Boy, citing the fact that he was not paid his allotted amount per the contract of the fight between him and Canelo and the subsequent rematch that transpired. And what you could tell from the lawsuit is the bad blood still remains between Triple G and Golden Boy Promotions and Canelo Alvarez. So we take it to the point in which the first fight that they had resulted in a draw, and a rematch was going to take place. As we know, the rematch did not take place as scheduled on May 5th, 2018 because of the fact Canelo Alvarez had tested positive for a performance-enhancing drug called clenbuterol. And he was suspended by the Nevada Athletic Commission, and the bout could not take place at that particular time. As we know, Canelo Alvarez suggested that he ate tainted meat in Mexico, and that was the reason for the positive test. But still, the fight had to be put on ice until a later date. Triple G claims that at the time, prior to the delay of the rematch, that a joint venture was to be established between the two parties in which they would be co-promoting the event. So essentially assuming that Triple G would be partaking in a certain percentage, probably maybe not 50-50, but it doesn't specify in the lawsuit as to how much they would have received. So in June of 2018, an agreement was reached for the rematch to take place on September 15, 2018, about six or so months later, after Canelo's issues with the Nevada State Athletic Commission cleared up. And so something captioned an addendum to term sheet dated January 22nd, 2018 was enacted, and so it indicated the breakup of the particular profits or monies, actually not profits, but the monies from the fight and who would be allotted what. So among the distributions that they indicated for this September 2018 bout was that the original revenue split was 55 Golden Boy, 45 Triple G, with the exception of net ticket sales, in which Golden Boy would take the first $2.5 million, and then the split of 55-45 in favor of Golden Boy would take place. Now, the same thing is similar with respect to pay-per-view, with another split of 55-45, same with ticket sale revenues. With the exception, of course, with the ticket sale revenues, Golden Boy taking the first $2.5 million off the top, and that you might infer that a portion of that has to do with the upfront marketing for this event. So, what happened here? According to the lawsuit, Triple G says even after 2.5 years from the event happening in January 2021, the promotion of that fight still had not paid Triple G's entity the full amount it believes it should receive, and to Triple G's accounting, the total amount is exceeding $9 million. And so, when confronted with Golden Boy about this situation, Golden Boy indicates that the money they had recouped that was supposed to go to Triple G went elsewhere. So, in a sense, as claimed by Triple G's side, is that it was a loan-free payment to Golden Boy. They kept the money and used it for something else without interest or anything of that matter. So, series of promises were made, and as the story goes, Triple G remains unpaid by Golden Boy. So, what is the crux of the situation here? It would seem as though Triple G is bringing up this lawsuit at a strategic time. Obviously, there's statute of limitations to filing, which means that you only have a certain period of time to file a lawsuit from the time that the claim actually happened. And so there's that issue. But the more bigger issue is the fact that a Triple G Canelo Alvarez lawsuit is coming down the road. Now, the reason why this lawsuit seems a little strategic to me is because either negotiations are occurring, have occurred, or are ongoing related to this September 2022 showdown. And certainly, this will be the final fight between the two. I don't foresee a fourth fight. And so at this particular point, Triple G wants to ensure that he is paid all the money, either upfront or in a certain way that he will receive it without having a situation like this. Now, since this lawsuit was filed in late March, Golden Boy has not responded to the lawsuit in court. One would assume that the lawsuit will be denied, the allegations will be denied by Golden Boy, for the simple fact that it would be outrageous that a $9 million debt would be still owed to a Triple G. As far as accounting goes, it's going to come down to what the agreements were, what the contract was, and who or what dropped the ball in this particular situation. I'm not saying that Triple G is in the clear here, but it would seem as though that either Golden Boy did not pay, there was a miscommunication, and monies were not in people's proper accounts at the particular time. So, this is an issue you kind of see up once in and out of boxing, in which money's paid or boxers believe that they're owed money and they do not receive it on time or do not receive it immediately after the fight. This is where you would hope that something of the nature of a trust, where money needs to be put into prior to the fight occurring, or it's ensured that a certain amount is put into a bank account so that it does not get used by another entity unfairly. I'm not saying that the Golden Boy Productions used money it should have paid out to Triple G, but the allegations seem very disturbing if you're Triple G, knowing someone's used these. So we'll continue to follow this situation and see where it ends up. I would assume that if Canelo Alvarez wins his fight on May 7th, and he's favored to do so, the discussion about this particular lawsuit and pay will heat up as we are geared toward showdown probably Mexican Independence Day weekend or week in September. So once again, it's Jason Cruz with the Legal Submission. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back soon. Thank you. Take care.